My family doesn't travel much, so my aunt's off-season deal on a Great Lakes beach house felt like a miracle. 18 people, 2 buildings, sand right off the back steps. The main house was bright and newly renovated. The carriage house, the one assigned to me and 3 male cousins, smelled like wet carpet and old soap. The bathroom was carpeted. The upstairs door latch only caught if you lifted and shoved. Still, the tiny window framed a perfect view, moonlight pulling a silver road across the black lake. Because the sheets looked questionable, I volunteered to run laundry. The garage-level washer was small, so I spent hours ferrying bundles up and down the stairs while my cousin scrolled and complained. By 2:37 a.m., the last load was dry, beds were made, and everyone surrendered to sleep with the lamp on. I lay awake, half-dozing, ears tuned by habit to the thinnest noises, the leftover reflex of a break-in we'd once lived through. The first knock came exactly at 3:13, thud, 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 not wind, not pipes. The floorboards shivered. The bulb swung. I sat up, breath shallow. My cousins didn't move. I told myself it was nothing and lowered my head to the pillow. 10 minutes later, another knock, harder, from the wall opposite the window, like something had climbed the garage roof and tested the siding with its shoulder. I whispered my cousin's name. He mumbled. I watched the window until the glass steadied. The third knock rattled the latch. That did it. 2 cousins jolted upright. We texted my aunt, who woke my uncle. He crossed the yard with a flashlight, and a minute later someone tapped our door. 3 quick beats that made my ribs jump. When we opened, it was my uncle with my dad and 2 older male cousins. "Grab your stuff," he said. Main house, now. In the living room, with everyone rubbing sleep from their eyes, my aunt told us what she'd seen. My uncle had called out to a figure standing behind the garage. Just standing there, not hiding, not moving. When he said, "Hey," the thing turned its head and the back door of the main house slammed by itself. No wind, no draft. She panicked and ran to wake the men. When they returned outside, the figure had stepped away without a sound, and the thin frost on the grass showed no footprints except theirs. While we tried to make sense of it, my brothers placed 2 playing cards on the coffee table. Both were jesters, one normal, one scribbled over in black marker until its grin looked broken. They'd found them separately, one tucked under the main house doormat, one slid under the carriage house door. I wanted to laugh it off as a neighbor's prank, but the timing was too precise, too theatrical. Someone wanted us to feel watched. No one slept well. We squeezed onto couches and into corners, anywhere with a line of sight to a door. At 4:02 a.m., my mom, dozing by the picture window, heard footsteps on the porch. Not the light tap of an animal, the weighty step of a person who knows exactly how much noise they're making. The basement door, a flimsy interior thing that never should have been used outside, chattered on its loose latch, then went still. By the time my mom reached the beachside stairs, there was nothing to see but the black plate of the lake. We meant to stay through Tuesday. We left Monday. On the drive home, theories multiplied. A neighbor who hated short-term rentals. A bored teen with a flair for drama. Something else. My aunt texted the host about the camera above the garage door. "I'll review the footage," the host replied. Days passed. No update. A week later, my uncle sent a screenshot from the listing. He wasn't trying to scare us, just showing new photos the host had posted. In one, the carriage house window was bright with reflected sky. If you zoomed in, a pattern of glare made a shape. If you kept zooming, the shape didn't break into pixels like glare should. It held as a silhouette. A figure, arms out a little as if balancing on a roof edge, head tilted like it was listening. We told ourselves it was a trick of light. We said it until it sounded ridiculous even to us. That night, after everyone went to bed, I unpacked my bag and found a single card wedged into a side pocket I never use. Another jester. Not a playing card this time, but a business card with a phone number. On the back, in neat block letters, someone had written, "Knock back at 3:13.